Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is December 22nd, 2024, and tomorrow Barcelona will have its hearing in the lawsuit to register Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. Also, Rafael Leao is reportedly pushing towards a transfer to Barcelona. And finally, Ronald Araujo does want to renew with Barcelona, but he does have one condition. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we begin this video with bad news because today Real Madrid defeated Sevilla, and with that it means that Barcelona have dropped all the way down to third place on La Liga table, with Atletico Madrid having 41 points in first place, 3 points more than Barcelona. Real Madrid now in second place with 40 points, so 2 points more than Barcelona, and Barcelona in third place with 38 points. And of course, let's not forget that both Atletico de Madrid and Real Madrid have played one less match, so if they win their respective missing matches, they could end up pulling even further ahead than Barcelona. So definitely bad news for the club, and I made a video about what this means for the club. What are the consequences? What does the team need to do? So if you haven't seen it, make sure to check it out on the channel. Now today the team was supposed to train as usually after a match. The team trains, they call it a recovery training session. However, Hansi Flick decided to cancel the training, and now the players have officially began their holiday, Christmas holiday, I guess, or Christmas days off. And it looks, it's not clear on why Flick did this. However, it could be because he thinks that players need to, just reset, get away from all of it, get away from all the negativity, and try to reset, push the reset button so they can, get more mentally ready again for the next half of the season. I don't know, but whatever the motive is, I hope this works, because the team is gonna have to hit the reset button. The team is gonna have to find a way to start getting motivated against every opponent, not just against the big clubs, because otherwise you can kiss this La Liga race goodbye. Now more news, because now that the team is going through a little bit of bad form, there have been a lot of talks about whether Barcelona should sign someone during this winter transfer market, and well, the answer is no. The club is still focused on registering players instead. As you know, both Dani Olmo and Pau Victor registration will expire on December 31st, and Barcelona need to make up 60 million euros in financial fair play in order to be able to return to the 1-1 rule and register both Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. So as such, the club will not be looking to reinforce themselves during the winter transfer market. The number one priority will be to register Olmo and Pau Victor. Plus, it's reported that Hansi Flick believes that the winter transfer market is not really the place to look for reinforcements, and I do agree, because usually there aren't that many players available during the winter. There's usually very little options as opposed to the summer. So I do agree that our focus should be registrations of Dani Olmo and Pau Victor, and that we should leave the reinforcement phase until the summer transfer market. Now, speaking of Dani Olmo and Pau Victor, as I reported in a previous video, tomorrow Barcelona will head to their hearing in the lawsuit that they have filed against La Liga in order to register both players, because as I reported in a previous video, the disagreement right now stems from an accounting criteria where Barcelona, when they were negotiating the Nike deal, they went to La Liga. They said, hey, look, we've negotiated this is how much money we're gonna make. Can we reach the 1-to-1 rule? And La Liga said, yes, absolutely you can. This will count as new revenue, and as such you will be able to reach the 1-to-1 rule, and you will be able to register both Olmo and Pau Victor. And Barcelona were all happy. They signed the deal, and then La Liga turned around and said, haha, just kidding. This will not count as new revenue. When I say this, I mean the Nike deal. And as such, you will not reach the 1-1 rule, and you will not be able to register both Olmo and Pau Victor. So Barcelona have now filed a lawsuit against La Liga, and while the lawsuit goes on, they have applied for a precautionary measure, which means that La Liga would or the court would force La Liga to register Olmo and Pau Victor while the lawsuit, works itself out. And then eventually, whatever the ruling is, if Barcelona win, the players remain registered. If Barcelona lose, the players get deregistered. But in the meantime, Barcelona want to register both players through a precautionary measure. They think they're going to be successful. They've assured both Dani Olmo and Pau Victor that this will be successful. However, in case this is not successful, Barcelona cannot register the players through a precautionary measure like they did with Gabi back in the day. They are ready to pull the trigger on the VIP deal. Now, as you know, Barcelona are looking to sell their VIP seats in the new Spotify Camp Nou for 20 years for a total of 200 million euros. This is something that's pretty common in Europe. In fact, Real Madrid did this in their stadiums through a company called Sixth Street, which Barcelona are also using to try to sell these seats. Barcelona right now have an offer from a company in Qatar who have offered to pay the 200 million euros cash upfront to buy these seats for 20 years, not 200 years, for 20 years. And Barcelona want to take their time to negotiate the deal. They want to make sure that they have the best terms possible. However, if the Dani Olmo and Pau Victor registrations do not work through the precautionary measure, then Barcelona will look to accelerate this and then get the money from that Qatari company, achieve the 1-to-1, and then register both players. Because one thing is for sure, whether they have to do it through the courts or through the sale of seats, Barcelona have assured both players that they will be registered starting January. Now, more news, because as I've said a few moments ago, Barcelona will not be reinforcing itself during the winter transfer market, which means that we're going to be talking a lot about this guy, Rafael Leao, during the summer, because it's reported that the Portuguese winger is looking to come to Barcelona. Now, Rafael Leao's agent is Jorge Mendes, who's also pushing for a move of Leao from AC Milan to FC Barcelona, because Leao is not only looking for a new challenge, but of course he's also had a big falling out with AC Milan's coach, Paulo Fonseca, and as such he is looking for a new destination, with reports in the Italian media stating that Leao would prefer to go to Barcelona. Now, of course, there's going to be two things that stand in the way of a possible deal of Leao coming to Barcelona. The first one is that there have been some rumors that AC Milan might be changing coaches, Paulo Fonseca, and if that happens, there's a chance that Leao stays at AC Milan, because after all, the main reason he wants to leave is the coach. So if the coach is gone, there's a chance that he stays at the league. I was going to say Liga, but at the Serie A. And the second one, of course, would be the huge price tag, or the huge sticker that this player has, around 120 to 150 million euros. But some reports are saying that maybe Barcelona will be able to negotiate it down, since AC Milan would also be looking to get rid of the player. Of course, I don't really have my hopes up, but that's the news. Leao prefers to come to Barcelona. We'll see what happens. Now, as far as who prefers what at the club, as I've mentioned before, Deco prefers the Colombian Luis Diaz. John Laporta dreams of Rafael Leao or Nico Williams, which means someone's going to have to break the tie, and most likely it's going to be Hansi Flick who decides, which would it be. Of course, assuming that Barcelona would even be able to afford any of these options. Now we will end today's video with the news that Ronald Araujo is reportedly open to staying at the club, but with one condition, and that condition is that the Uruguayan captain wants to know what will be his role under Hansi Flick. Now, as you know, Araujo's contract expires in 2026. Barcelona have been trying to renew it for quite some time. They want him to stay. They count on him. The player is also, in favor of staying in Barcelona. However, before he puts pen to paper and extends his contract, it's reported that the Uruguayan captain wants to know what will be his role under Hansi Flick. So he wants to, now that he's back from injury, he wants to play under Flick, see if he becomes a starter again, or if he's relegated to the bench, or how much minutes he's going to get. And once he sees what his future role will look like, then Araujo will decide on signing that contract. Anyways, that is all for this video. I did upload another video before this one, so make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, peace, Barça.